show. Hell yeah!
Time for a new off-air show. Mazz, you are the star. Because yesterday,
Yes.
you said you had a wacky dream that involved some other members of this radio station.
Yeah, I'm hoping now I can remember it, Murray. But because you know these things tend to fade over time.
Yeah.
But I dreamt that I was in Vegas and that Felger was there, and I couldn't find my way out of the casino to get to the hotel. Like I couldn't get out of there. I couldn't find my car. Couldn't get out of the casino. Then I came to learn that we weren't staying in a hotel. We had rented a house, which is a scary thought that I had to stay living in a house with Felger.
In Vegas.
In Vegas. But I also had like this scratch ticket thing, except it wasn't really scratch ticket. It was more like this big cellophane thing. And in any case, I won 185 grand playing the scratch ticket, except that I then lost it. And I was pissed off, and there was this Russian there was this Russian couple sitting in a cafe that I was convinced stole my scratch ticket. So I was like ready to rat them out to hotel security. And in fact, they did sort of bring them in for questioning. And then I found the scratch ticket in my pocket. So I brought the cellophane scratch ticket up to the cashier's window. They honored it. They paid me in cash. There was like a $3,500 bill. They gave me a big stack of them. It wasn't a $5 grand. It wasn't a $1 grand. Literally like a $3,500 bill. So I put all this money in my pocket, stuck the wad in there. Then I ran into Felger. And he said to me that he was very concerned that we were going to get mugged or robbed while I was carrying around that kind of money. So Felger suggested I wire the money home, which I thought was a good idea, but I already had the cash. So in any case, then one of my neighbors ended up showing up, and we ended up playing like this water balloon fight game. I mean, it was weird, man. I finally woke up, and it was quite an adventure.
Yeah, you sound like you're burnt out.
Yo, I was exhausted when I woke up. It was the most intense, like, 3 hours I've ever had in my life.
There's a follow-up question here, though. Have you bought a scratch ticket since? Because I feel like you should.
No, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I have not bought a scratch ticket since. But who wins anything at the casino? 185 grand I thought was a pretty good haul.
Thanks, Mazz.
Sure.